Hello. How are we doing today, this morning, this evening? Hopefully, you're doing well or wherever you may be learning this from. I got a giant smudge on my glasses. Not good. Hopefully, we're doing well today. We're here to watch me code or what's up. Um, we've been going for the last couple of days through, or actually, it's like 3 days now. We've been going through my Event Meetup project, which is used for conferences to track events that are happening. These are events that usually the after parties or side event party or sponsor like Brain, Telerik host a party. There's usually a list of them. And this site is meant to track those. Now, originally, this site was written in .NET Framework. It got up as high as .NET Framework 4.5. So I started to upgrade it to .NET 5 about a month ago, and then realized that it was written, I don't want to say poorly, but with a lot of different paradigms. Just we don't do anymore. So I started rewriting it out from scratch on an API, as you can see in the solution, different data layers. So it supports SQL now. Like I could pretty much replace it with any backend, like a domain layer, and then the API, or sorry, the web UI, which talks to the web API. Now, we spent the last couple of weeks kind of getting the UI working, and I don't think I streamed on. Something came up stream. Oh, I was attending my old user group, and I totally lost track of time, and then decided, oh, staying. So I was playing around with it over the weekend to populate the map page, and I did get the map page to work, and then started realizing that the screen real estate was a mess. So I was getting rid of the get social links on the side because I thought they were. I did get rid of, but I tried to put them in the footer, but it doesn't. Right. So I might just undo. Let's take a quick look at what the site looks like. If you've been watching the stream for a while, you might notice that the ID might look a little different. I am running the latest EAP. I don't even remember what EAP stands for. Early Access Program release of Writer that was just sent out today. So I literally updated it 5 minutes ago on my machine. I started by running, and they've updated the UI a little bit. File new dialogue, or not file new, open solution dialogue is different now. It's colors. Uh, Notice the edit configurations is slightly different. There's clear separation here. There's this new default and no devices, which and then over here there's a settings which actually indicates when update, which that didn't, or it might have, but there were a couple of features in this EAP. Most of them were around bugging. Hopefully, we see some of them. Hopefully, obviously, we don't have to, because I don't remember. But I like to run the latest and greatest just to see. So this page, nothing has changed on. So let's go take a look at this. My connection is not private. I know that's weird. Why is that thing? So last time we looked, I think we cleared this up. So now we have the save to calendar as a button. This more details as a button. We got the pop-up working, which kind of tells you information about the event. You just loop through all this. Ignore this get social. Undo that. If we click on more details, we can see the individual details of it. You'll notice now that a map actually loads up with the details of the event. This particular one, the width, I'm still trying to, excuse me, figure out because it's dynamic and it makes it hard. But otherwise, everything else is working on this page. If I click on the map now, I got the overall map loading, which was of the area this particular event took place in Narlands. If I remember correctly, it took place right around here where the convention center is, even though a lot of the parties and stuff were in this general area. This area is blank right now because I intend to put a list of the events here, and then there'll be push pins of the events along here so that you can see it. So the idea is the events we had on the main page. If we look at this, we'll see Tech Ed Expo with push pin, so you can see where they are on the map. And if I click on it, it kind of highlights it on the map. Maybe we'll work on that. I haven't really decided what. I do want to undo that. This stuff here, it's like a mess. I think we can actually. This one, we actually only really need the like, share, tweet buttons. I don't know where to put them, so I'm going to leave them on this side now. Let's go back to, oh, I can't even, I've been in a different session. But luckily they're all here. So this, that went out. So I think I can remove this set of code here. Control X. I need to change these to, I think they were 9s. 9. This is bootstrapping to use 9 columns across if it's on extra large screen, middle screen, or extra small screen. And then we're give class for the others. So this will be the default, which is cell 3, column large, -3, E-3. And I think there's actually an easier way to do it for all of them. Just didn't figure it out because I copy and pasted this and paste in the one. I don't think we need the row in it, but case. Hit save, and then let's go back and see if the I got the padding right. Got these. These are the remove column. And their footer looks more. Not a UI designer, nor do I TV. Why I love that because these I just get rid of. Don't need the row here. I think I can get rid of mute. Oops, P-2. That was for heading, which I don't actually think what I want is P L2 to put side. Fix the tabbing on here. Save it. Go back and refresh. Hey Callie, thanks for joining. Funny you installed. I installed it before you did. Hey, and you followed me. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so far it looks good, except for the 3 errors, but those are, I think, just due to plugins. Double check. Yeah, a bunch of errors in the plugins, which is normal. I'm not using any of these right now, except I really keep promoting, but at least it won't be nagging me. Let's go and see if this looks better. Yeah, it looks better. Might be able to change some of the mentions because that's taken up a stay for. So let's go back. Change this to 10. Originally, that was a drop down list, or not a drop down list, but Twitter widget that would show recent tweets about the event based on the hashtag, but they stopped that function where they made it a widget. Could add the feature manually search. Worry about that. Just want to get the overall tweak it. Cool. That looks a lot. I should probably add the get social link. That was here. I think we did an H4 with it, but I will get social fresh a little bit nicer. Cool beans. So let's check the map page. Map page is there. If you're watching, you might have noticed it says loading the map. It's a dialog box that appears temporarily until the physically ready. Now we want to fill the list of events here. So let's go and do events controller. Oh, I'm actually already passing the maps. We're just not doing, already passing the meetups. We're just not doing anything. Oh, let us go to, I don't even have the map index up. So let's open up the map view. I can actually click here and open it. Yes, cool. I held down the control key when I clicked on the view. Opened up that feature. You'll need to do something if the conference not found. Build that page. Fix that. For the mapping details, I added a npm package via the YARN script that we put in a while ago. Our package JSON that essentially has this atlas.css and atlas.js. And for development, it runs locally. When we push to prod, it's going to run using CDN here. And then this is the code to initiate. Need to give it a coordinates for longitude and latitude, zoom level, which is how deep it is into map itself, the language, and then the type of authentication you're going to use. They have two types: a subscription key, which is primary key string that you get from the portal for it, and you pass that in subscription key. It's also the ability to authenticate via Active Directory. I did not opt in with that option because we set up for this. So for now, we are just using E, which is set in tailored. If you're still listening, this is one feature I don't know about Writer. So we're on a page, and this is a source page that's a publicly available CDN, and it's telling me that it can't find it, or I should download the library. I really don't want to download the library because it's a CDN for it, and I have it hosted globally. It's already hosted locally. I shouldn't have to download it, non-production use. Think about submitting that as feedback over the week. Really forgot about it now. Need that anyway. So here we have on the events. So we create a ready event, which means the map is ready, and then just tell the map loading screen to hide away. There's probably a better event once the map is fully displayed. I can remove it, but fine for now. And then when the page is ready itself, we use jQuery to initialize the map to have. Let's see. If the model is null, we print out that there are no events for it. Now I added the map. This section is for the map. This section is for the events. So let's put a H3 here and put down event list. And then we are going to iterate through the events. And I don't know what we should put. Let's see what I put on. I think I had actually in the original a lot of different text on there. See what it looks like. Hopefully it works. So I listed events with some basic info. This event won't load. There's something wrong with the SDK. Why we don't see the map. Let's see. Oh, good. Then there was a push pin. And then so let's build out this one here. Just going to keep at the forefront. So that for each to meetup, our meetup, and model. And then I think we put this as a, actually, why don't I just copy the code? That's why I have the other one out. Let's go here and look at our map. This is the old site. Watching. Let's go to the map page. And this is the section here. Again, we got that repeater control, which will go fix that. We only actually need item template. Copy from here down to here. Paste that here. Ignore all the reds for now. Let's see. Table. Class equals table. Hover. Table. Straight. We're going to get a lot of it until I close that, so I might just copy this now because that's of it. Paste you here. You. Ooh. Formatting's a bit off on it, but formatting's a bit off, mostly because for the old syntax here. This can just be at or at meetup start time meetup, too short date time, to meetup. Probably don't want a BR, but I'll keep that. Created by mail to at meetup. Created by at meetup dot created by meetup dot created by. Probably turn that into a hyperlink tag. This is going to be ahref equals this one to me was and that's when I built this, I couldn't really think of an easy way to do this. What I really want to do is provide a way to show the meetup on the list, but I didn't really have a way to display it. So I use the event, which to me looks kind of weird, but it's what it is now. And I could always come back. Button. This is button outline dark. Outline. And we're going to need to fill in this anchor. So to do here to fill in the anchor. We're going to have to write the JavaScript to center it on the code is for that yet. But that is a side of getting it loaded. Just duplicate this because most of it is the same. Pop me, tip me, top, and pop me are classes that I use for the Bootstrap tooltips and popovers. Pop me initializes it so you can call pop up like we did on the info. Tip me just tells it on top. Should be info. And I will need to put in the description. I'm going to copy that from this index. Bad boy. Actually, let's copy the rest of this. This whole line pretty much. And don't need you now. Should be at meetup.name. Get rid of view. Actually, I think I'll make this a 4. Or don't think I need a BR. We'll clean it up a little. Format you a little bit. Should be indented once. Indented, and now should be. There we go. Let's delete this extra white space. Run it. Oh. Run it and let's see what it looks like. So this is the older version of the page, and this is a page that's edited. Nice. There it is. But 99, which should put a pin on here for 99. Hover over here, I get the welcome reception. That's good. Maybe I'll change this to an H4 or an H5. So the next step would be for us to load all the pins here in the model. Nice. Nice to not have to rewrite the whole thing. I had to do with some of the others. Should be button small, consistent, not large. Good. So let's go to change you to 5. I think I can also add to a lead to be a little consistent. To do is no more. We got those. We're still going to want to add for the that will in time. In time. Oh, got to get the maps. So let's go to Bing Maps. Let's see if I still have any sites reference. No, I do not. Speaking of which, I am speaking next week in Vegas on Thursday for debugging tips and tricks in Visual Studio. I actually need to build these talks for Writer since they're slightly different. And then in the Hampton Roads on Tuesday, I'm speaking on application architecture patterns. So Tuesday, I'm in Virginia Beach virtually. Thursday, I'm in Las Vegas virtually. And then actually Friday morning, I'm speaking C# Live on becoming a Microsoft MVP. So 3 speaking gigs next week. Don't know if I'll be doing streaming because the streaming takes place right around that time. So I follow up and stream right after this. So let's go look at the Azure docs. Me, the pages bookmarks. So let's go to Azure Maps. Should pull in there. Documentation. See, choosing the right creator, don't want to be creator, supporting Zoom, don't need to do that. How-to guides. Develop with the Web SDK. Sure, let's go. Mapping control is what we're using. You already created a map. Let's see what adding controls. Adding control. Zoom control. Oh, that's a nice little feature. Probably do that. And a pitch control. Could probably do that too. And a compass. Map with all controls. Huh. Gonna just copy and paste that bad boy, and I'm gonna put that in there. Do that in the main map. Maps. I have to pull this all out into into a class or into its own JavaScript file. I just kept it on the page to make it a little bit easier. Okay. And so that's actually not what we really wanted. Let's see if the symbol layer. Yes, symbol layer looks like what we want. Following code sample creates a GeoJSON point geometry and passes it to the Atlas shape class to make it easy to update. Yes, just by throwing out all those buzzwords, it magically makes it easy to update. Let's see what we need to do. We need to add new points, new shapes, and then a click event, no coordinates, not what I want to do. We're not going to probably do that one, but we need to add a list of these data points to the grid. Easiest way for us to do that is I don't want to have to generate the JavaScript on the fly. Well, I mean, I can do that for now, but it's kind of a better way. Oh, that's cool. Whoa. This is kind of exactly what. So many pins everywhere. These options. Inner text only with the. Okay. So let's see here. Map. Let's add data source equals data. That's going to be the fun part. I got to figure. Not a Java expert, nor do I play one on TV. Let's see if there's something. There's a created data source. Create. Create a geo JSON classes. Let's our own. I mean, in theory, I can create that relatively easily. Ooh. You can create the JSON from a URL. So I think I'm going to do that. Get the API out. So we will write an API to come back with. Did not really want to do that, but it looks like it's the easiest thing to do. Just double check the options here. Yep. Okie. Wonder if there is an API with it so I can just map the class, not have to hard. Let's just go to NuGet, see if there's a class for it. Let's go into these. I think it's control 7. do Azure Maps of Azure Maps. See if this is right. Azure Maps. Let's see. Good. Done. This is old. This old. Go to GitHub page. See if there's names could have been changed to protect the lots of different versions. The APIs depending on client, new version. This is Azure. Let's see what's we have in the this is. That's just that. Okay. Maps in here. MAP maps. Seems like it's. Let's see what's in here. Generated models. I think these are just to create what we here. I was hoping there was a .NET class that we can import to work with it. At least I don't have to hard code the classes, but in theory, I can create a class relatively easily with it. Oh, here's the format. Azure Maps provides a full list of powerful APIs. Blah, blah. Spec is only supported. Azure Search Circle. Tell me that there is. Darn it. I was hoping there may be a. Ooh, that's a really fancy formal spec. Monospace. See if we got GeoJSON. 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 I tell you. There's a GeoJSON. I don't know, actually. Makes this one. JSON.net. Not using that. JSON. Ooh, this one was updated today. Nice. Let's see. Implementation written in .core library here. On perfect. Perfect. Good. So we're going to expose an endpoint to use this control into let's go and add you into the API. Actually, I probably want to do it data layer. Actually, no, probably the API layer. We're going to want to return it here. The meetup manager overall. Mm-hmm. I think I'll do it right. I am going to we'll add that class to the data in the API data class, and then let's go create the interface here. Let's create a task list. Geo. Called. I don't know what it's called. Let's do it using probably some. See what the game says again. And say using this. That's it. I need to too. That's why I wasn't seeing it. And we'll call this Get Meetups. Get no name right now. Let's call it sync. Consistent. Get by conference. There you go. Anyone thought boring. Let's go. Any repository. As long as the repository has should be good. Let's go. This. Our meetups. Repository dot meetups by conference sync conference E, and we're gonna want to could probably iterate through all them and return a new list or do auto mapper. I'm gonna probably just iterate through them because it's easier. Let's do var meetups at geo JSON. Let's create a list of var equals you not lost list. Go JSON. Short circuit this quickly. If meetups, no. See is the new syntax is no, or meetups dot any. Not meet any. No. Doing that way, so it's this way. I guess not. I type that on us. Isn't it async? Method. There it is, async in the model. List I did. Event manager. Oh, probably because I'm not returning all the way yet. For each meetups are meetup. Let's do meetups. Meetups as dot add new. I'm doing this the long way because I never remember the syntax, and the writer / resharp helps me. New geometry. Tree. See what it did in the sample. Up. And not samples I wanted. Not the samples I wanted. New feature. Oh. From snap point. To me. New geometry. I don't want a geometry. Sense. Feature. Let's see these test. It's the serialization. Yeah. Test. Reading from the file. I don't want to read from the file. See if I can from here. Do. Serialize. Oh, geometry class is a structured. That's why. Back to you. New point. New coordinates, new position, and your meetup longitude. Got that venue dot longitude. Dude. Here. Add a new feature. We want to view the extended property. New. Double. Yeah, this is what I see. Sees here. Brackets. Meetup. Event ID. Oh, my syntax is we want. Syntax. New dictionary. Always go this way. Syntax. String. Snap. New. New dictionary. New key value pair. Oh, it's killing me. dictionary. What am I missing? I know let's just do this. Our dictionary. Equals new dictionary string, comma, dynamic. Got add. E. Low and here. Z. Wrong. Do copy and paste this line. Beauty of using ReSharper. I don't remember the syntax, but they'll tell me what syntax is. Let's do there. Fill in the rest. One more of these bad boys. Another one. Close it. Now it's going to tell me, hey, do you really want to do this? And I'm going to say, no, do it for me. That's going to be a massively long line. Back in. Reformat it to turn meetups. Why are you failing? What's wrong? Can I make it async? It's weird. Okay, so now I should have those there. Now I need to add the API endpoint for it. API, let's go to meetups. Copy the right. Let's see what. Let's do HTTP get assistant for conference ID /geo. Public list geo JSON get meetups for conference as geo JSON and conference ID turn for meetup manager dot e Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I didn't have any of these as asynchronous. Here it goes. Now let's run it. Bug this API. Sure it works. Meetups / or conference. Ooh, I don't remember this number. It's 8. And with Geo, right? Nice. Type 7, bounding box, bounding box, bounding box. So we're missing the bounding box and missing the events. Huh. Let's go. Meetup manager. Let's breakpoint here. See, maybe it's just something in the serialization that I have. Hit refresh here. Okay, we're here. Let's take a look at conference is 8. Conference number. Check it. Yep, at the right event. Remembered it. Sure, venue has longitude, latitude, which it does. See what the meetup does. So we got a feature here. Bounding box is null. Geometry is point. That's good. Properties have one property, which is event ID 99. So that's perfect as we want it. I wonder if I have to update. So let's see here. I have to deserialize it to JSON. Where are you? That one. Probably have to do this. Here. Just do meetups JSON.to JSON. That's a list. Okay, it's not gonna work. JSON equals JSON convert dot serialize. Let's try that. JSON converter. Oh, put in for stop you. Come back here. to var G. Sync. G to bar string bar JSON converter. I remember I used JSON. JSON converter or JSON converter. Yo. On a right. This one's JSON. I don't want that. Let's see if they have a sample on the site to use. I'll read it. Action. Kind of even you directly. Collection. Just see if they're excuse me. Serialized object. Convert. Oh, JSON convert. Net. Here's where I go, trying something new online without even looking at it first. Hmm. back to the code and start thinking. Turn G here for a second. G looks. I wonder if I'm just in here. This really probably should be a feature. Features, new feature collection. Play. Oh, it's tired all of a sudden. How are you? Self meetups. Come on. Feature just one. Let's see what they're here. Oh, I was either raw data. Let's see what it's being lost. Some type feature. Once a data source can be added to the map, data source map shows different ways. Import from URL should be course enabled endpoints. So you want to first me. That doesn't tell us. Let's see if there's a sample. Import. Assuming that could be a list. As it could be an array. Here's my list. Maybe I need to necessarily do a list. You return the JSON for it. I want to do a list of strings. Should be a way to take features as a should be a way to take the see them. Let's rerun it and see what my debugger says. Can't figure this out. I guess we'll get leaving it stuck like this. I should have something. What should be? You close. You should be meetup/you. You must nine features. Use system text realize. To be able to do this. See what it does. Yes. Do the reference. Serialize. Serialize. Replay it. And it still wrote out the same thing. So what if I had to serialize a new for each meetups meetup feature those new feature do have JSON serial do feature here. Let's try it. F is right. So it's geometry, it's coordinates, type equals point, properties. I really want a list of that. So from the serializer individually. Map. I get it to serialize to them individually. So individual ones need serial. Sample. Honestly, I don't know. I want this. I want a collection, list of those things. Feature itself. But even that doesn't true to everything in there. Maybe this should be of features. And so features. Here. Let's do our features. Feature. Feature. The features. Are JSON serialized. Oh, sorry about that. Something just dropped in off the ceiling. Let's run it. Our API back. Meetups / geofence. You Jason, look, that worked. Let's keep playing. It backbone. See what our features prints out. Geometry is not the property. Let's go back here and rerun this bad. Let's see what's in the feature. 3 points. That's correct. Properties is correct. 80. All those are right. Just go to the new features. Finding box is null. That's fine. Sorry, Chase. String. The point didn't get run. Interesting. Feature itself is individual features. JSONs. If we look here, this runs. Feature JSON works correctly. What's a new feature? Wonder if I just do this as list this string. It seems like a list of string. List of strings. Huge features. String. Let's try this now. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm gonna call it a night. Half of my tired brain. I don't know how people like Chad do it for 3-4 hours straight. It's crazy. Meetups, geofence. There. Or meetup. There. Do a play. Yeah, I got this serialization all wrong. It's just, this is not what. Okay, I'll figure it out later tonight or tomorrow. Be part of the string tomorrow is us figuring it out. Till then, hopefully you gain something out of it outside of watching me suffer new JSON formatting correctly. You have any questions or you like what you see or didn't like what you reach out on any of the social media listed below. If you like, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching this on Twitch, like we see, hit the follow button. Being said, that's all I got for today. If you got something out of it, a great night, evening, day, depending on what your time zone is. Later.